The Weevel family was known to be the most peculiar family in town. Their house was always shrouded in darkness, and the curtains were always drawn. Nobody knew much about them except that they kept to themselves and rarely ventured out of their home. But what nobody knew was the sinister experiments that they conducted inside. One day, a young boy named Tom was playing outside when he heard a strange noise coming from the Weevel's house. He couldn't quite make out what it was, but it sounded like screams of agony. Tom, being the curious child that he was, decided to investigate. As he peered through the window, he saw a gruesome sight. The Weevel family was performing a horrifying experiment on a group of people who were chained to the wall. Their faces were twisted in agony as they screamed in pain. Suddenly, one of the family members noticed Tom peeking through the window and dragged him inside the house. Tom tried to run, but he was quickly caught and dragged to the basement. The basement was dark and musty, and Tom could barely see what was in front of him. He heard footsteps coming down the stairs, and then he saw the Weevel family approaching him with sinister grins on their faces. "You shouldn't have seen what we were doing upstairs," one of them said, their voice low and menacing. Tom tried to plead for his life, but it was too late. The Weevel family had already decided what they were going to do with him. They strapped him to a table and began their experiments. The experiments were horrific. They injected Tom with strange substances, cut open his body, and even performed strange rituals on him. Tom's screams echoed through the basement, but nobody came to his rescue. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Tom's body was transformed into something unrecognizable, and his mind was shattered. He had become a mere shell of his former self. Finally, the Weevel family released Tom as planned. They came in for a group hug as they admired the abomination they had created. Another monster in the world meant the Weevel family wouldn't be in the minority for long. That is, as long as they kept up with their work.